this is where Jen was trapped, or are we... Oh, we're outside now. Holy shit, how have you not passed out from blood loss? Like, you have to have some broken ribs. And, like, did you get shot? I don't see anywhere where she's indicated that there's any wound other than the blood, which could easily be from her head. Was she shot in the head? Is that what that's from? Because that could easily be from the fall. No, that's like a cut. Well, it could be a graze. I don't know. Find help, please. We raised our drinks to Jed Lucan, who at this location on December 30th, 2008. It was okay, so he saved 19 people. But it didn't talk about the ones that died. Fucking dick. Let's go get him. That's all we have to do now, right? Confront Jed. I'm gonna pass out, dude. The Black Lantern's closed for a council meeting.
And during my time here, I've come to realize what makes Haven so special. It's a flower shop run by multiple generations. A bar owner who greets every customer by name.
He looks so proud of himself.
It's a spring festival tradition going back 100 years. History, loyalty, pride. These values which define Haven are the same values that Typhon was built on. And that is why our partnership has been so successful. It's been my privilege to renew Typhon's commitment to Haven. We believe in this community, and we're tremendously excited for its future.
Thank you, Diane. I think I speak for all of us
Ugh.
when I say we're eager to make this official. So, time to vote, folks. And then lunch.
And here comes Alex. Yeah. Jesus. Yeah, you better look fucking worried, man. He's also looked like, how the hell are you alive? Oh, the lighting made her eye look red there.
Alex! Oh my god! I'm fine. You are not fine. We have to get you to a doctor.
Yeah.
Happened to you?
That's you.
I found out something you need to hear. I'm sorry.
What?
Alex, you're hurt.
Do you need help? We can call an ambulance.
Typhon's been lying to all of you. And so has Jed Lucan.
He's like, don't do this. Like, bitch, you just shot me.
What's going on?
Fucking dick.
You know exactly what's going on.
I have to keep a level
I was
head here.
down in the mine last night. I saw what Typhon's been hiding for 12 years. Jed Lucan isn't a hero. That whole story is a lie.
So do they just not wonder
Jed
where those...
caused the accident. And then he abandoned 7 of his men. He let them drown to save himself. There were pictures of me and Gabe down there in the dirt. Because one of those miners was my father.
And Charlotte knows how much Gabe is looking for his dad.
Typhon wanted to keep this covered up in case it jeopardized the vote. Everyone at that company is scared to death. All they do is protect themselves. So they decided to bury the evidence. And nothing was going to stop that blast. Not even the fact that there were 4 people up in the mountains. That's how Gabe was killed. Jed knew all along. He covered up the truth about the past, about Gabe. And when I found out, as you can see, he tried to kill me too.
Did you just roll your eyes? You fucking piece of shit. Oh, well, I am the new girl. Fuck. Come on, you know me.
Why aren't any of you saying anything?
We don't want to embarrass you, Alex.
Excuse me?
Try me.
These accusations are... well, they're insane. And trying to go into the mine was obviously a very dangerous, very illegal thing to do.
Well, then you should have told Jed not to shoot me into it.
But we all sympathize with your situation. You've been through so much. Your brother was your only family, wasn't he?
Oh,
I
lady.
can only imagine how much you want an explanation for his loss. Something to give you comfort and make your life seem less unfair.
Why don't you just tell the truth? You've been planning your exit from Typhon anyway.
What?
You never signed up for threats or attempted murder. You hate this. Now's your chance to stop.
Dad? Do you have any idea what Alex is talking about?
No. I don't.
Well, I expected that.
I've tried to be there for Alex since Gabe died. I thought, I don't know, I hoped I could be something of a father figure to her.
I thought so too, till I found out you killed my father.
All I can guess is, sometimes when we're hurting, the people we lash out at are the ones who we're trying to help.
Don't get me killed.
This is an act. You're lying. Please.
Someone believe me.
I know this is hard to accept. You all trust him. I did too. But I'm telling the truth.
I believe you.
Fucking dream team.
Of course I do.
You are my best friend. Kiss me again after I get my lips checked for infection.
I believe you too.
Yes, Charlotte! See, I bet if I took her anchor, she
I'm-
wouldn't.
Horrified and shocked and still processing everything, but I believe you.
Thank you. I hope Jed's feeling nervous now. Who else believes me?
Miss Harmon, please remember the terms of your settlement.
Screw your settlement. I would never take that money.
Well, I mean, I wanted you to for Ethan, but at this point, it's kind of...
I would like to speak.
Yes, Ducky. Sir Reginald.
This young lady came to Haven as a stranger, but over the last few weeks, she's become one of us.
Thank you, Ducky.
Now, her story certainly seems unlikely, if not impossible. But she deserves at least an investigation of her claims. We ought to take her seriously.
And I took his fear, so he's not going to be scared.
I agree with Ducky.
Is this because I didn't tell Riley?
I've always found Alex to be a very trustworthy person.
Yeah, that's it. Okay. See, I made a good choice then.
She wouldn't make these accusations lightly. Something must have happened.
Miss Lath, there's no actual evidence of anything.
Maybe not, but that's what I think.
Pike, are you going to speak?
Actually, Diane, there is evidence.
Fuck's
Yes.
sake.
I have a USB stick full of recordings.
Thank
Yes,
you.
We went through this yesterday. Your superiors closed the case. None of us have time for conspiracies.
Yeah. You're trying to weasel your way out of things again, huh? I know your game. I know how
Don't
you...
test me, Jason.
Ooh.
You know what? I'm not scared of you anymore.
You're welcome.
And
See,
not you,
that was a good thing.
not Typhon.
All right, that's enough.
Deputy Pike, do you have some kind of personal issue with me?
Like hell I do.
Jason.
Well, given that your judgment in this matter is emotionally compromised, you should probably remove yourself from...
Cut the crap. If you think you can
Well, I haven't
shut
said
me up...
anything yet.
I think you better cool it. I would like to speak again.
It concerns me that a voting member of this council has openly admitted
I'm
to a
really
personal
sorry.
bias
This is a load of bullshit.
I don't believe getting ridiculous.
We're all getting ahead of ourselves.
No.
And what's the important matter here?
I'm sorry, Alex.
Why? Do you believe me? Are you gonna stick with your dad?
Dad? Please. Come clean. We'll figure it out together.
It amazes me. The extent to which she has manipulated you.
It amazes me to the extent that you've manipulated
Come
yourself.
on, Dad.
Never in a million years.
Come on. I hate seeing you do this.
Oh,
My
Ryan might
own
have met.
son.
Dad.
My own goddamn son!
Jesus.
Stop.
Who's angry? Whoa. What is this? Whoa. What am I doing? What is happening? There's something's happening. I don't understand.
I know why you tried to kill me. It's not what you tell yourself. That you thought it was best for Haven.
Honestly, then I don't know why.
This was never about Haven at all, was it?
It was about saving his own skin? About Ryan?
This was about you.
Okay, him.
I know it's easier not having to think about the men you buried. You want to look away and pretend the people you hurt aren't people. But I won't let you. My father worked for you. His name was John. The world never gave a shit about him. He was always struggling just to get by. He still hoped one day things would be better. But you killed him.
It's red like anger, but he doesn't look angry.
And then Gabe, my big brother. He was building a family here, doing it his own way, figuring it out as he went along. He was so nervous about it, and so excited. And he brought me here to be part of that family. But he died. Because of you.
Am I, like, projecting my feelings onto Jed?
And then there's me. For so many years, I just wanted to survive. To get through. Haven changed me. I started to think about the future. I want to help people. Because it's something I'm good at. Knowing I'm good at something feels fucking great. And you tried to murder me. You would have ended my life just so you wouldn't have to face the truth. You've forgotten it, haven't you? You've plastered over it with another story. You tell yourself you're a hero, a strong leader. Sometimes that means making hard choices. Decisions that could lead to people dying. Few men could handle that. Haven's lucky to have you. But that's the lie. If you scrape it away, what do we see? 11 years ago, you led a group of men to their deaths. And you were too selfish to say those words out loud. There was so much to lose. The love of your wife, the respect of your son, the comfort and ease you had walking around the world. All of that mattered more to you than those men's lives. I can feel you trying to pull away. Don't.
She is doing something to him.
The truth hurts. Sometimes it's so awful you think you're gonna break.
He isn't
But when
showing
you
much
come out the
emotion
other
though.
side, and you're whole and free and still alive, then you'll finally know how strong you really are. I see the truth about you.
Ooh.
You hate yourself. You hate what you did in the past. You hate what you've done to keep it secret. And the more you deny that hatred, the worse it grows.
That's why he's angry.
I know who you are. I've seen the worst parts of you. And I forgive you.
There he goes. Wow. Don't blame the weed.
And the news is still coming in on the Typhon mining scandal that has rocked the western slope town of Haven Springs, where a council meeting was the scene for shocking revelations. Local bar owner and council president Jed Lucan admitted in a tearful confession to covering up the deaths of 7 Typhon employees as their manager 12 years ago. A recent cover-up, which involved a clandestine and unpermitted explosion to thwart inspections, caused the death of Haven local Gabe Chen last month. Mr. Lucan is currently in police custody, awaiting arraignment. We will have plenty more about this developing story, including the resignation of Typhon CEO, the market impact, and what it all means for your drive time commute, coming right.
That was cool. Still got a
Yeah.
cool scar.
The silence is worse. I need to get some air.
Can I look around one last time? Ooh, definitely want to look at this. Jesse Whitaker says, "Hey Haven, the Record Traders is currently accepting applications. Priority will be shown to applicants with previous retail broadcast experience. Fill out an application on our website. We'll be conducting interviews next week." Hector Gonzalez says, "Dope." Cass Gross says, "Okay, so I'm def applying if you're hiring 16-year-olds, lol. But is there like a sudden opening? Who left?" Steph said, "Nobody just yet, but to be honest, I'm kinda eyeing the exits, looking for new adventures." Cass says, "Aw, geez, I'll miss ya." Steph says, "Back at you, kiddo."
Do I need a Charlotte Harmon portrait? I kind of think I need a Charlotte Harmon portrait.
Charlotte says, hello friends, I've decided to open back up commissions. I think we're all looking for ways to stay busy right now, and making art has always been my favorite method. So please get in touch if you want a portrait. I'll try to keep my rates reasonable, and I offer a discount for first-time commissions. Josh says, awesome news. Ashley says, should we call it the shop? Charlotte says, that works fine.
I've got some continued support for you.
Typhon says, we at Typhon Mining would like to express our gratitude toward Haven Springs for your continued support. We have issued statements which is available for your read on our website, and they still don't let anyone reply.
The phrase recent events is doing some work in this post.
Black Lantern. Due to recent events, the Black Lantern will remain closed to regular business until further notice. They have disabled replies.
It never ends.
Guinness County Sheriff, a statement regarding the ongoing investigation in Haven Springs. We appreciate the community's concerns. Details are still emerging, and we are cooperating with the state police. We currently have exactly as much information as any of you. Guinness State Senator Steve says, addendum. State Police have tapped Deputy Jason Pike to provide assistance in this case, and as such, management of this account have been handed over to another deputy. While we acknowledge that Deputy Pike has come to occupy a special role in the Haven Springs community, we urge you to direct all inquiries through official channels. Angela says, I just don't understand how all this could happen under your noses. What's going on over there? Mike says, this is not an acceptable statement. Ben says, nothing but respect for our boys in blue. Casts a singular boy in beige who danced to Typhon's tune. Ashley says, there is no way the cops didn't know. If there's something they're not telling us, follow the money. Aaron says, drop your tinfoil hat, you loon. Eleanor says, hello neighbors, thank you for making last night's Spring Festival such a resounding success. Now comes another annual tradition, cleaning up after ourselves. I'll need a few volunteers to help me spruce up the park in wake of last night's festivities. Work begins as soon as today's council meeting concludes. Drop your name in the hat. Nate says, sure, why not? Julia says, I'm down. Sam says, we're pretty hungover, but Jesse and I might be recovered by this afternoon. Tentative, yes? Eleanor says, I'll take care of you first, but if you're feeling up for it, we'd love to have you both. Jed says, gotta open the bars. Sorry, darling. She says, oh, psh. Of course he didn't want to. Black Lantern says, the Black Lantern will now be open for lunch today on account of the town council meeting vote. We'll see you for happy hour. Aaron says, yes on jobs, yes on prosperity, yes on expansion. Ashley says, you do realize that expanding mining operations outside of Havens is a temporary fix, right? That's not even considering the environmental impact. Aaron says, do you have any proof? Ashley says, what do you want, a bibliography? I don't keep citations at the ready on the off chance I encounter someone who isn't willing to accept the truth. Aaron says, that's what I thought.
I'm so sorry I worried you all.
Steph says, hey, has anyone seen Alex today? We agreed to meet up last night, but then she ghosted. Super not like her, kind of freaking out. Eleanor says, oh no, have you contacted Jason? Steph says, called his cell, no response. I'll try 911 next. Jed says, that's troubling. Haven't seen her. Keep me posted, will you? Ah, fuck you, Jed. You're a dick.
I bet Steph wishes she could reword that. But it's pretty funny.
Rory says, hello, as many of you know, I am a freelancer for the Rocky Mountain Gazette. I'm writing an article about the evening's incredible performance at the Spring Festival, but I cannot track down the band's name. Anyone know? Steph says, hey man, so we aren't like a band as such. We really don't have a name yet. Rory says, hey, no worries, can I get your names for the article? Steph says, I'm Steph Grix, the brains of the operation. The muscle is Alex. Law, she's gonna die when she sees this. Lace flowers. What a wonderful spring festival. Thanks everyone who made it such a beautiful celebration. Now spill the beans. Who got a rose? Josh says, I know someone who might have gotten one. Julia says, I think I might know someone who got one as well. Hector says, sigh. Cass says, hang in there, bud. Ryan says, can we brag for someone else? Eleanor says, I don't see why not, as long as that someone has given their permission. Ryan says, hey Steph, do I have permission to brag about the rose you got last night from your crush? Steph says, oh, come on, man. Oh, okay, so he was pretty cool about it. I'm glad he wasn't, like, bitter. And then that's new. Or no, nothing new there. Okay. All the messages I got. Steph, rock out. Ryan, Alex, please pick up. Steph, just let us know that you're okay as soon as you can. I'm pretty sure you just lost your phone, but Ryan's freaking out. Steph, okay, we're both freaking out. Ryan, we just want to make sure you're safe. Call us. Steph, Alex? Arthur Jones with the New York Telegram. We want your story on our ongoing Typhon coverage. What is a good time to speak over the phone? Sorry, I'm not doing a media right now. I've got getting a lot of requests. When did you learn that your father lived in Haven Springs and worked with Jed Lucan? How did it feel to learn that Jed Lucan was responsible for the mining accident that killed your father? Why do you think Jed Lucan confessed to his crimes? The caller has been blocked. You will no longer receive messages from this number. Aww. Let me read the rest. Okay. So he sent a picture. Dad knows what's up. That's awesome, Ethan. You guys look great. Thanks. Aw, that's awesome. Charlotte. Okay. I don't even know what to say, Alex. My heart breaks for what you have endured. No one should have to live through that. But just remember that Ethan and I are here for you. I said, thanks, Char. What you did wasn't easy. I won't forget it. Dear Alex, you've been through an awful lot these past few weeks, but your resilience and courage continues to astound me. I have no doubt that you will weather in this affront against your person with the same grace as you demonstrated to me during our lovely dance at the Spring Festival, a moment I will not soon forget. So please remember that we are here for you. Sincerely, Reginald McAllister III. I know and appreciate you sticking up for me, Ducky. Hey, Chen, I didn't think you'd actually take down Typhon. You're braver than I ever imagined. Now you owe me a new job. Glad you're really okay. You're okay, really. Ha, thanks, Mac. Ryan said, wait, is that it? Okay. Growing up, my dad was a hero. And after the accident, he was the whole town's hero. It was the best feeling in the world to know that others saw him the same way I did. And no one questioned it. Even when the strange phone calls started, the late nights, locking his office and when he left the house. But it was all lies, and now I know the truth because you showed it to us. Let me know if you need help. I'm here. Thank you, Ryan. I will. Oh, okay. Too far. Award-winning band material right here. Thanks, you're pretty amazing too, you know. Aw, shucks. Hey, come meet me on the rooftop? Sure thing. Alex, you are incredible. I'm here for you no matter what. Call me the minute you need anything. I know. Thank you for having my back. It meant so much. Of course. How could I not after everything? Heart. Jessica. Hello, Alex. This is Jessica Martinez from the Rocky Mountain Gazette. I'm sorry to contact you out of the blue. I know you've been through a lot. We are working on a story about the Typhon controversy, and I'd love to speak with you, either off or on the record, about your experience. I'm not really comfortable talking about it right now. Your comfort would be my priority. Please contact me at this number if you change your mind. Take your time. Thank you for your time, and stay safe. Thank you. Is that it? Okay. Well, is that it? I don't have anything anymore? Alright, and then I read the last one, so...
After summoning all my strength and willpower, I'm now ready to move from the bed to the rooftop.
Give me a moment. Now I have to check my new messages. Ethan. Oh. Thanks. OMG, I heard what happened. You weren't going to mention being a superhero when I texted yesterday? I'm so glad you're safe. Thanks, buddy. Me too. Aw, he's so sweet. I love him. Alright.
Maybe Salem would be cool. I'm already an expert in witch trials.
I mean, have you really confronted any witches? Oh, I want to lie down. Maybe I will in a second.
I love this guitar, but if it starts asking me riddles again, I'm throwing it out the window.
Fair.
Maybe Dad deserved everything he got, but I'm still glad we were there with him in his last moments.
Yeah.
When it comes to haunted minds, this game beats real life every time.
No.
I want to go outside without seeing anyone. That's why God created rooftops. Maybe I do deserve some $ justice, but I'd much rather be able to move on with my life.
Mankiewicz, and Garf. David Mankiewicz, ESQ, Colorado's #1 Plantief attorney. Hey, Alex, call me. You deserve justice. Huh.
The LARP was 2 days ago? That doesn't seem possible.
Okay, now it's starting to feel a little distant. Alright.
They say I was powered by adrenaline that whole morning. Now I'm mostly powered by extra strength Advil. And these. I felt very close to Ducky after our dance. I guess he felt the same way. Good thing I sold off all my Typhon stock.
Typhon CEO resigns amid stock plummet. Sources say FBI investigation imminent. Just hours after a defiant press conference in which he vowed to see his company through the choppy waters ahead, Dennis Walker has resigned as CEO and chairman of Typhon Incorporated. Meanwhile, shares of the global mining concern, once in the top 5 in its sector, have already nearly halved, from $42.27 to $28.22, with no bottom in sight. It all stems from the series of shocking allegations and confessions tied to operations in West Colorado, where the regional operation coordinator Diane Jacobs and former mining team leader Jed Lucan were arrested for.
I'm pretty sure my voice was already heard by everyone who needed to hear it.
Denver Tribune request for comment. Alyssa R. Denver at Tribune.com. Alex, I trust you have received my other messages and voicemails. I'm asking for 10 minutes of your time. We go to print at 8. Please, let me help your voice be heard. Alyssa.
Is it weird that the part of this that bothers me the most is nondescript dive bar?
CO mining scandal has deep state fingerprints. Irakli is abound, truth remains buried. What are they hiding? Deep state deniers and wool-eyed cynics. Good luck trying to make sense of what went down in the small mountain town in Haven Springs last week. Behind closed doors of a nondescript dive bar, 8 town council members gathered to discuss municipal mining permit. And when the doors opened, one of them was admitting to murder. Another to criminal fraud, and yet no one else could explain why, in any rational way, anyway, to how all this supposedly happened. Local taxidermist Reginald McAllister, known to others in the town as Ducky, described a near hypnosis in the room, as a great man was made to stand naked before all, and exhumated truth got its rightful place atop the throne. To longtime readers, the implications could not be clear. This town council must belong to or servant of the globalist para-governmental military-industrial nexus that dictates international something. Oh, can I actually go down? No? Okay.
I know now that my inaction, in the face of injustice, was itself a terrible wrong. And I know that I will never be able to undo the tremendous pain and loss I caused. I do not ask for forgiveness. The only person who could give that to me is gone. Thank you.
There are no victories at the end of this. Just more painful truth.
Yep.
Even though it was hard, I'm glad I let Charlotte overcome her own anger. I think it gave her the strength to support me.
That's what I was thinking. Like, I wanted to really bad at the time, but I was scared of what it would do, so I'm glad I didn't.
I'll never understand exactly what happened to me down there, but I'll always be grateful. I'm glad he held on to it, for whatever it's worth.
Alex, they told me to destroy this jacket after the accident. I couldn't do it. Perhaps some part of me knew that I would one day need to pass it along. When Gabe first stepped into my bar looking for his father, I swore I would one day return this jacket to him. Then I swore I would return it to both of you. I think you know by now what my word is worth. I did not deserve your forgiveness, but it moved me more than I knew was possible. I hope this gift will provide some small comfort to you in the days ahead. Jed, Blackwater Tavern.
Feels like I've been through so much with Eleanor. It meant the world that she believed me.
So this was John's jacket?
Couldn't bring himself to get rid of it.
You ever swing a pick before, Mr.
Chen, John, and now. But I'm a hard worker, and I learn fast, and I don't mind long hours.
You don't have somebody waiting on you at home?
No, sir.
Well, John, guess you're a hell diver now.
Jed must have thought he was seeing a ghost the first time Gabe walked in. Must be rare that a local paper gets to break out the really big headline.
Rocky Mountain Gazette scandal. 8 deaths covered up by Typhon Mining. Haven Springs rocketed by revelations, with the picturesque mountain town in Haven Springs is reeling after a series of revelations that connections to the death of Mr. Chen, Miss Jacobs, local manager overseeing the expansions, is simply unimaginable what the girl has been through, said Miss Lath. Miss Chen has declined, repeated expansion efforts halted. Residents are left wondering about the effects of local business and real, probably estate.
See? This is why I try to only read the art sections.
New and old talent shine at Spring Festival. Editor's note. The following review was filed before the events of the Town Council meeting the following day. For all related coverage on the events, please see A1, A2, A3, B1, C1, D2, D3, E1, and E2. A surprising newcomer and 3-time veteran joined together to create musical magic under the Spring Festival stars on Saturday. Alex Chen, whose brother Gabe, longtime bartender at the Black Lantern, was killed in a tragic mining accident last month, lit up the crowd with her passionate vocals and powerful guitar. It has been a long time since I've witnessed a Spring Festival crowd dance together with abandon like that, noted Jesse McPherson, local novelist. It was transportive. Steph Gringertz, KRCT, and mainstay on the Spring Festival stage, Spring Festival stage, held down the drums for what the duo claimed was their first time playing together, including even practice sessions. Color this review a tad skeptical. The chemistry was palpable. I think I speak for all attendants when I say there's hoping that this is the beginning of a new Spring Festival tradition that will continue for many years to come. Bowed but not broken, Haven will survive. The image of Haven Springs is an idyllic refuge, an oasis of comfort and civility blissfully removed from the tumult of the outside world, was shattered on Sunday. In truth, that Haven never really existed. Outside postcards and tourism board drivel away. But while we have weathered troubles and fought demons in the past, we know what this Typhon mining scandal will leave a unique scar on the psyche of our small town, not just from what took place, horrible enough as those details are, but from who was involved. A young and beloved bartender, a respected mining industry up-and-comer, and the town's most revered patriarch of the center of it all. Zed Lucan currently sits in San Miguel County Prison. He is said to fully cooperative. I think there's supposed to be a B. He is said to be fully cooperative with the police and repentant for his actions, but the harm he has done to this town, to all of us who knew and trusted him over the years, is just beginning to be understood. Still, in the face of this tremendous calamity, we say Haven will survive. We will emerge, if not stronger, at least a little bit wiser for having overcome it. We will do this not because it is easy, but because we have no other choice. This is our home. And then back here. Okay. Making sure. I'm gonna lay on the bed, have a moment of zen.
I've been playing a lot the last 2 days, trying to think things through. But I realize it's actually the opposite. When I'm playing is the only time I get to not think about Jed, or Gabe, or Dad, and what could have been if he'd never come to this town. Most of all, what I don't think about is me, because I've never been good at that. And suddenly, it's the only question that's left. So, I just keep playing.
Alright, I'll go to the roof now. Oh, wait, the bomber jacket. I wonder who he would have been if things had been different. John has been, or husband or widower, dad or whatever he decided to be instead. Whatever he decided to be instead. Holy crap. Okay, let me try again. Or not try again, but Try the next sentence. What if Mom hadn't died? What if they'd never come to the States? What if Gabe and I hadn't come along? Would things be different? Or would something impossibly bottomlessly sad that was always going to lead him here or someplace like here? Yes, was there something about him? He didn't have somebody waiting for him at home. He was right. We had already been plucked up and sent away, isolated from him, each other, ourselves. He thought a lot about coming back someday, whether he's strong enough, whether he'd be doing more harm than good, I don't know. I know it would have been nice to look at him in the eyes as an adult and get to decide how I feel about him. It's hard to forgive a ghost. Was that a knock? Who is at the door? Is
Hey,
that
Steph.
Yeah.
Alex, wait.
Hey, Steph.
Before you say anything, I have to get this out.
What are we getting out?
Okay.
Are you...
What you did at the council meeting, it was the bravest thing I've ever seen. And it made me want to be brave too. So, here it goes. I want to be with you.
Me too!
I don't give a shit about playing music or seeing the world. I mean, I do, but only if it's with you. And if you'd rather stay here instead, then...
Whoa, I didn't...
I want to stay here too.
I didn't make that decision yet, but okay.
You ripped your bus ticket.
I can get another one. Or not. It doesn't matter. Point is, I'm in. For whatever you want.
Aww. I like that she has a scar still.
You've, given me a lot to think about.
Well, good. That was the idea.
Kiss the girl.
You know
Kiss
where to
her.
find me.
Ah.
Good luck, Chen.
We're not ending the game with a hug, are we? Ugh. No. Ugh.
All right. Just tell me.
What? Who? Whoa.
What?
My future. What to do?
Hi, Gabe.
The night of the Spring Fest, Steph made a strong push for leaving with her. Playing on the road, the excitement of the unknown. Of course, that was before all the shit went down. Come on, you're the know-it-all. So tell me.
Actually, I do know what you should do. You should stay in Haven.
Of course. You're right. I've never had a home before. Friends, a job, a place to live. Why would I give that up now?
Then again, maybe leaving would be better.
Oh, fuck you.
What?
You're young, you suddenly have a little money, friends. And don't you think it's time to give this music thing a real shot? No, you should definitely leave.
Oh, fuck off.
Yeah.
Stop it, Gabe. I don't need the mysterious spirit bullshit right now.
So is this just her, like, talking to herself,
I just
or...
need my big brother.
Oh, my baby.
I'm sorry.
I know.
I'd hear something. It's 3 hours from now. A bus pulls away. You're not on it. And neither is Steph. Life goes on.
Is this...
You get a job working with Steph at the record store.
Is this it?
All those years of being a music snob finally pay off. And little by little, time does its thing.
Yeah, that's the main reason I wanted to
starts
stay.
To feel less like a museum and more like a home.
Like, Ethan needs someone in his life. Like, yes, he's got his mom and his dad, but, like, I don't want to just, like, visit him once he's being an adult, right? That would suck. I want to be there for all the moments. Alex and stuff can go anytime. Service
Thoughts
above.
of Jed, of Typhon, even of me, begin to fade into the background.
Oh, is that Mac and Riley? Charlotte starts dating again. Aww. What about Ryan? There's Eleanor. Oh, is that Ducky's hat?
The rooftop is your stage. You perform every week to a small but adoring group of fans.
Who needs to be famous when you have that? You gotta show
Maybe
more
while
people.
you play, you wonder what could have been. Performing for more people in more cities, sharing your music with the world.
Yeah, but for someone with her past, having a stable home is more important. Like, yeah, you want to be famous, but you
Or
want to
maybe
have
you never
that.
think about that much at all.
Yeah.
You don't know exactly when it happens, but one day you look around and find that you have transformed this place just as much as it has transformed you.
I love this.
And the most extraordinary thing of all is just how normal it feels. You don't question it, you don't doubt it, or wonder what might have been. It's your life. The life you fought so hard to have. And for the first time in a long time, you just live.
Thank you.
None of that actually happened.
Don't mention it.
You really think I'll transform Haven?
Of course, you already have. With your gift, your music, just by being you. But Alex, that doesn't mean you have to stay. You have the potential to do that anywhere you go.
Do what exactly? Become an actual musician?
Live in a van, travel between dingy bars, hawking your SoundCloud, pouring your soul to strangers. Sounds pretty great if you ask me. The truth is, there's no telling what that version of your future might be. The only promise is the adventure. So, what do you think?
Oh, so I still have to actually choose after seeing that cutscene? It's kind of promoting staying. Was that because I said he was right, or... I want to stay in Haven. Because, I mean, yes, Steph wants to go. But at the same time, if they ever do end up not being happy here, they can still leave. But if they leave and come back, the relationships they have with people, there's going to be new stuff. Like, Ethan's going to grow up. Eleanor's dementia's not going to have anyone to help with. Or Alzheimer's, sorry. You know, Ryan's going to lose everyone. I want to stay.
I know what I want.
Thanks, Gabe. They have really upgraded how they do like everything, but their eyes are much more impressive. Well, I just got my platinum trophy, so I'm gonna say that that's the end. This game was... I loved it. I really did. And the one thing I will say is that there's nothing really... I don't know, exciting about it. Like, you could tell that it only happened within, like, it felt more like a week than a month, honestly. It was like, the menu never changed. It's like, you know how in the first Life is Strange, it would get like darker, and then when the storm came, it was like, there was the storm in the background of the menu. That wasn't a thing in this. And in Life is Strange 2, it changed the location they were at. Well, you couldn't do that because you never really changed the location. It was all the same until you got to the mine, really. Those are my complaints. I did like the story, though. I'm really bad at these after things. I did really like the game, though, and Alex was such an endearing character. she graduated. See? And then she got to come back. See? That's great. I'm glad she left. Nothing bad happened to Eleanor because I was around. Aw, Haven's dad.
When you come with me.
Oh, did we put a stage up on the bar? That's cool. Aww.
For a long time, I would sit alone and think that I'm better off all by myself, even if I sing. But you found light, the dim fluorescent flicker in a dark, defeated night. I've had my fair share. For a long time, I kept my heart cold. Then try to let yourself in. It's not a bad thing to be brave or march on a path that I will pave. I'll move forward and try to let myself in. 'Cause nothing comes too easily when joy is dangerous.
I'll be days I could make it all up to you, and I'll count down the days. Don't say that you wouldn't too, 'cause I heard the rain as I felt you coming loose, and I heard my name. And it broke my head in two. I'll celebrate on the day that I get the news. I'll count down the ways I'll be wishing that I was you, but I can't call away.
Thanks for playing. I had fun. Thank you for making the game, Square Enix. And don't nod. And whatever. Alex stayed in Haven Springs. Alex forgave Jed. Alex claimed she learned the meaning of home. Everyone in the council supported Alex. Alex wanted to help more people in the future. Alex took a moment to reflect in the apartment. Ryan stood by Alex during the vote. Charlotte sided with Alex. Eleanor sided with Alex. Pike sided with Alex. Ducky, Ryan believed Alex. Ryan and Alex don't get together. Steph stays in Haven to be with Alex. That was very sweet. I love the game. Okay. We'll see you next time when we play Wavelength. Bye-bye.